25 of the world's best professional surfers are converging on an unusual surf spot this weekend for a competition called the Founders Cup. It's not happening in Hawaii or Tahiti, but in the middle of California's inland farm country. The contest will take place on a 14-acre man-made lagoon that generates 7-foot-tall rideable waves every few minutes. Its creator, Kelly Slater, invited our Carter Evans to test it out. He explained how this could change the sport forever by bringing it to landlocked locations.
It's just another day at work for 11-time world champion surfer Kelly Slater.
And then we pull in the barrel, right here.
At first glance, this could be any one of Slater's favorite waves around the world. From Australia's Gold Coast to South Africa's turbulent Indian Ocean shores to the famed North Shore of Oahu. But today, Slater's riding the surf of Lemoore, California, more than 100 miles inland from the nearest coastline, smack dab in the middle of the state's agricultural heartland.
If this same exact reef and wave was in the ocean, I know it'd be really, really crowded every day.
Every wave is the wave of the day out here.
It's all possible thanks to a decade-long quest by Slater and his team to build a machine that can produce 7-foot-tall, professional-grade, artificial waves at the push of a button.
Wave is launched.
Look at that blade going through the water, it's so pretty.
The key component is this 100-ton mechanism that looks like a locomotive riding alongside this half-mile-long pool.
Basically, it's a foil that pushes through the water. All the energy is transmitted into a swell.
And then the wave sets back up.
Because the hydrofoil settings are adjustable and the contours of the pool's bottom are constant, this wave introduces something new to surfing: predictability.
Giving everyone the equal opportunity to demonstrate what their talents and skills are, it seems a lot more fair.
Because the wave is exactly the same every time.
Almost exactly the same, yeah.
While a man-made swell adds consistency,
Is it surfing in my mind? No.
Surfer magazine editor Justin Hausman says it loses the essence of the sport.
As much as riding the wave is the important part, the fact that you're doing it in an ocean and you learn how to survive in that ocean and you learn how to read that ocean, that's what makes surfing fun.
Whether or not recreational surfers take to it, Slater's wave seems tailor-made for professional competition. And this weekend, it will host its first official World Surf League event. But Slater's ambitions don't end there.
We feel that this allows us to go to new markets.
Sophie Goldschmidt is CEO of the World Surf League, which bought Slater's artificial wave technology 2 years ago. The league plans to build more of these facilities all over the world. You see this technology drawing other people in. Perhaps, a kid from Iowa wants to be a surfer. In a few years he can, because there's one of these nearby.
Exactly. Now it makes dreams a reality.
But is that your vision, to allow more people to experience?
I have no problem with more people experiencing it. I don't necessarily want my favorite waves around the world to get more crowded, but if these are crowded, that's totally fine.
How long you been surfing?
About 25 years.
On this day, I was the one crowding his new favorite wave.
Are surfers ready?
Surfers on ready.
And despite my experience, I was nervous to surf Kelly Slater's personal wave.
1 minute.
Here we go. We're gonna make this one work.
Seconds later, the massive hydrofoil was slicing through 15 million gallons of water, and it was time to take the plunge.
I do know what everyone feels. That's why I enjoy so much when people come here and get nervous and blow their first wave. I actually really like it. Afterwards, I got to tell them I did the same thing. They're like, no, really? And I go, yeah.
You tackle some of the most dangerous waves in the world, and yet you still have nerves on this one?
Yeah, it's weird. It's strange. It doesn't make sense.
Neither does building a surf break in the middle of a farmer's field.
There we go, we're moving. Later.
But that didn't stop Kelly Slater from making it a reality. For CBS This Morning, Carter Evans, Lemoore, California.
Carter
Carter did really well. CBS Sports will broadcast the World Surf League's Founders Cup competition. You can watch this Saturday, May 5th at 2 Eastern right here on CBS. That is so cool.
That was one take for Carter,
I think Carter
too.
Evans did more than really well. I say Carter Evans badass on the surfboard. You know, I could see if you're a real surfer, you prefer to be on the wave, on the ocean.
Yeah.
But if you're a beginner and you don't have access to the waves, I think Kelly Slater, that's a very cool thing.
And if you live in the middle of the country, at least you get to catch a wave.
Yeah, that's a very cool thing.